Now, no UI at the moment. There we go. Big thing to highlight, Delby is playing Reyna and Spitfires. The Red Atom 6th man is playing the Jet. Otherwise, everything's pretty normal. TCH on the controller, everybody on the sim rolls that they were in Ascension otherwise. And DRG picked this map, and AG chose to attack first. Not often that you see that. So this is the side AG want to start on, which nobody wants to start on. Shot that, not really done that much damage. Spitfires is a little bit lower. And just a bit of spraying from DRG to like make some presence known on B main. Didn't even get the orb, I think. No, nobody picked it up. Recon that to just check B main. Nobody else is there. Nice look up from Monk. Great fight. He's on a classic. And he's pushed up to here with no way out. So, yeah, that's a little bit optimistic, I suppose, is probably the answer from Monk to try and go for something like that. Speaking of optimistic, TZH is having to go at doing something a bit silly too. There's 4 defenders over towards A at this point. Okay, we'll get great value with the knife though. Yeah, for sure. Like if they can get it right. Nick's utility has been solid. LB goes down 2. Spitfires is low, Soul9 is dead. And some damage at least has been done. It's a 1 versus 2, but you still have got Dingwei rotating over. Recon that's gone into the back of the site, which sort of isolates it nicely for Vikashu. A clean shot to finish it. So we're like on pistols, 2-1 for DRG.
轻甲是克制鬼魅力枪头的，然后鬼魅又是克制无甲的，这一分中路稍微有点倒霉，但是在后续就再聊到一点就凋敝起了
Spitfires at all.
他这个瑞娜
Not
强在哪？
Spitfires.
强在手枪飞。
It hit Luca all.
如果打一个血量吸起来是一个100。
And Luke already has the same amount of kills as he does in this half than he did in the first half of Sunset.
就只能各凭实力了。
Man went 2 and 10. Well, at least Luke's had a better start to it than last time. And he has the Outlaw too, which could be massive with the full buy for AG. But AG have not bought up anything, like even utility. Seems that they want to make sure that they have like full armor on this. Hey, Nugget. Nick is kind of risky, I suppose, to be taking a fight there. And he's like 24 HP. But if he dies, he doesn't really give away a big gun. TCH loves to TP on top of stuff. Needs to reload, like Luke just needs to leave. Recon Dad tries to clear him, doesn't quite connect. I do like that they are sort of pushing towards tree because they've done some damage there. Forcing out the fragment. Flash is going to allow both TCH and Nick to peek this a bit more. And Spitfires with the spike on Jet actually is the one that dashes out and gets away. Now it's a Beast Play coming in. Bit of a difficult position, I think, for Dingwei to be in. Recon's there. The Nanoswarm is going to buy him a little bit of time and stop the push. And actually, like, really well-drilled stuff from DRG. I don't think that would have gone too crazy to the point where AG could have won the round, but at least the stuff that DRG did to not get caught out was very like straightforward. Who we're cheering for? Neither of these teams or both of these teams. Like DRG's the favorite, but all gamers, like I like the players on this team. Like DRG won Ascension, so they've pretty much kept the Sim squad, barring one player of TCH. And All Gamers is just an amalgamation of good players from various teams. Luke, nice. Monk gets what, 2 first deaths for him? Pistol in round 3.
他这个位置是一个
Yeah, Deep Rock Galactic versus All Gamers.
就很少队员会就是拉出来预瞄这个点位嘛。
对，一般都第一时间是看小到数位的位置。
对，而且对于他的反应力来说，他只需要1枪。
而且因为这条缝很窄，他哪怕
开一枪，他也有责任的去退到 A 点里面。
对，
Did Monk even have a gun there? Must have done. Just like a full eco. Nice shot from Luke. Jump peeking whilst reloading. He's even going to peek out of this side as well. Keep on his POV. Getting onto sight. Oh, just misses. Shooting Delby in between the legs. This is traded by Dingwei, but he's on the site alone, and these players just need to not have that happen to you. Because you still have to go towards the B side, but now you need to worry about them maybe pushing CT. And it just, yeah, those two players, I think it was Nick and Vukashu, kind of get caught napping. No English casting, there's no English broadcast for China now. So that's what I've been trying to do with the watch parties, is just try to do a little bit of like desks and stuff like that. Also, is the audio levels with the game and me fine? Everyone on AG was a 6-man. That's the TLDR answer, yeah. They were either benched, a 6-man, or a coach. Still though, good bonus for DRG. But at the same time, you could have won that. Like Vukashu, they just take separate duels. I guess the position that Bunt was on was really good though. Like playing from Giraffe just by the door and then just watching the left side of it. Yeah, Delby's like just the only player with a good amount of experience recently. Like over the last like quarter of last year. I can't believe he went for that peak. At least it gets traded. Vukashu, he's going to fight it again, because of course he is. In fact, juggle the operator away, get rid of it. Nicely done. I'll draw to see if B main is clear. Doesn't get broken, but I think it gets a tag onto Monk. Yeah, Delby's just kind of like a rookie player, I think. Like good, definitely worth a pickup, but just a little bit inexperienced, like playing the top teams. So I'll be curious to see how he does against like an EDG or an FPX. Good defensive setup here again. Like positions are solid. Vukashu can't really take those fights, but sees one in the smoke before Delby's even really out of it. Got the turret to watch Speedway. You know that I think all of the players are on site at this point because it's a 2 versus 3. Paranoia is going to come through. I don't think it connects onto either of them. And Bunt's like aggro position. Manages to move off top of the box. One gets 2. Almost lines up. Almost lines up for both of them. Close round. I think Bunt has been the most impressive player for me for all gamers, which I never really expected. But I also think it's a little bit silly that Luke kind of went for that fight. Yeah, Bunt is 7 and 3. He is deadlifting his team right now. The rest of his team have 5 kills, he has 7. Who's the favorite going into this match? I'd have said DRG. Some would argue otherwise. But AG's team has promise, but promise doesn't win you series and games. And DRG like look good at Ascension, made a better roster move. I think like bringing TCH onto this team is like nice. 13-6 will let them have hope. That's, yeah, Saint is the person that's arguing the other way, but I think that that's like against the grain. For all of my predictions for China, which I think there's a command for it, I've kind of gone for like the results that how it should go typically. But it's already been broken with Tech beating JDG earlier today, which is definitely going to be a map and series that, well, everybody kind of needs to watch. TMV, Sliggy, Sideshow. Really good series. And a really good like map of bind. Operator still available. Are they really giving the up to TZH? Oh, because of the Blade Storm? Alright, so what kind of silly shit is TZH gonna do with the op? Blade Storm. I mean, you're playing against an eco and you're just like, fuck you, I'm just fighting this? Everything's still good. Bunt's low, Sod's low. Operator is still in the hands of TZH. But that's DRG just kind of going, because AG I guess called timeout, and DRG were like, well, we're just gonna like push at them because that's gonna throw them off. I'm not gonna expect it. So what Valorant regions does it vary much? I feel like it's different meta on picks based on region. Yeah, I'd say so. I think China's always a little bit more silly, but Sunset's definitely just the Wild West of comps, but I think that's the case for every region. And I'm surprised that like AG went for the Reyna and the Jet on this map.
万一被纳米蜂群烫一下，可能就直接没了啊！
对，而且中路你看，他放了个自动哨兵啊，那个自动哨兵我卡数也是确保了不会出现一些绕后的 timing。那现在35秒钟的时间。
If Bunt peeked first, he might have died. Like he would have been like 4 HP.
这是一个很
Just
难
off
被
the
搜的
turret.
选位，很难被搜。
他这个非常常规。
Recon doesn't clear where Vukashu is, so he's just on this on. Like I don't know if that's like a missed lineup from Sword9. And Bunt peeks out. TZH gets a kill with the operator. I mean, it's a cool plan for DRG. Just like let's not give him a moment.
这一波反击其实很经典啊，这个是在 AY， 就是 A 突那个位置丢产生过载，对，然后再推一个。
I don't even know how that kill came in. And Nick kind of walking on his own there. I think that was at the same time though. All happened in like a blur. Because the operator again, Odin for Sword9. Some ultimates starting to build up again for all gamers, but this is looking like DRG are just really running with this. Gets a tag onto one. And Luke is just peeking up with the operator. Gets Sword9. IGL is down for AG. This is like watching like BBL Queens, like against Game Changers teams on this map. Just, fuck you, we're better, we're pushing. And you don't even have like time to think. Oh, as in like the recon was fine, but the smoke that was put down like blocked the angle, like blocked the pulse. Well, it made sense because I was like, I'm pretty sure like the giraffe lineup that you do on Silver does hit logs. I saw Vukashu be vocal a bit. How's the language situation? From what I was told, and it's a bit of old information, the team comes in Chinese unless they need to talk to Vukashu, in which they talk English. But this team will just come in Chinese and Vukashu's just vibing with them.
再加正面，卢克加正面，卢克飞起来了。
Awkward fight.
直接开一枪被吓飞了，他想举向后摇，但是尼克打了一
Nick
个。
and Vukashu are still here though. There's a flash in hand and a fragment.
他已经觉醒了女皇指令。
Delby's 2 and 5 now. He's the one that's struggling with like the duelist role. Activated the Empress though. Went holding A main. Alarm bot to see if anybody's like played up or a little bit closer, like on the step. And they DRG sort of perfectly wait this out to stop the Empress from being a thing. Flash is perfect. Dingwei's going to push out from short. Plays one under. Delby and Monk win the fights. I mean, that's all you do really. If you're up against Arena, is just try to like wait out the Empress. Good shot touchy from where Monk was. Vukashu tries to go through short and dies. He doesn't go with Dingwei, they go one at a time.
虽然说首杀拿到手，但是刚才这一份 A 系的残局是打得非常漂亮。
对，就他们的残局其实很令人放心，不管是在图1还是图2，大家都能够看到。
Monk's not even turreted, he's just putting an alarm bot here. Bladestorm used Hunter's Fury. I think the Null Command has shut down both of the ultimates. All gamers use 2 ultimates on A main, and they're both just stopped. The Bladestorm is going to come back for Spitfires, but Sword 9, I would have thought that he'd have worked that out. That was brave. Because you don't really have other ultimates to go for an execute other than like Monks, and Monks is dead. Yeah, good chip damage on the DRG, but it might not amount to anything because Luke is just gonna ace. No, quite. Wanting a 1 versus 4, Dingwei trades it anyway. This looks kind of done already.
感觉成也凌空，是不是败也凌空？就这2分下来，确实是完成了对于上一分的赎罪吧。但他
Monk is just
真的是蛮有机会去冲击一下，就如果他打下的话，
feeding at this point.
对，上个 BO3 都。
I know that's kind of like against Liggy's rules of like shit-talking players. Obviously, I don't mean he's intentionally feeding, but it's just like he's just going out a little bit too early than the rest of his team, and he's just—it's such an easy kill for DRG to farm up. Especially for like the first kill in a round. Like Monk is struggling a lot with just holding B main. To the point where like Luke is like, well, I know there's people here, I can force up some utility. I might even be able to get a kill. Monk's the only one that's on like a lower buy. Shrug that missed on the second one. It's like a low buy anyway, but like it's a sheriff here. Rain Empress Odin Ascent thoughts that could go crazy hard, but we'll see if they even try that on the defense. Doubtful, but I mean that time it's not Monk's fault. He's been the first death like 4 times in 8 rounds, I think, but that one, like, you know, that's fine. Unlucky.
以当前 B 社的站位来说，甚至有机会多打少。对，一把英雄数位给到索。
Yeah, this is the Luke we remember.
当前回到了正面，看这个寻敌剑了。
AG 在等，因为他知道Luke很有可能还会再压出来。但Luke现在已经没有技能了。
哦，又捡了把数位回来。
3v4. Yeah, it's a 3v2 on site. Everybody from DRG is spread out. TZH can just TP across the B if it is a B execute. Now it's just Nick on site. There's the TP. He tried to wallbang it to maybe get it cancelled, but no, he's in on site. Stalling. Plant needed to come in. Spitfires clears him nicely, but Fukashu is still alive, and there's no time to plant. He just gets them as they're planting. I thought Sword9 was sticking it. Yeesh.
哇，这份回马枪打的都还蛮不错的。就我们看到 DRG 在亚选中又练了很多新
Gotta see that again.
搭配 KO 的闪光，或者说一些寻敌剑啊。
I thought he was fighting 2 players that were facing.
的发挥非常的漂亮，而且后续小火龙其实那把数位的2发回马枪，让我们看到了一些残局的曙光。
Important trade for Sword9. I mean, this is good, really good from Spitfires.
这离魂一落，其实我感觉铁内真的压力其实还蛮大的。
He got off of the spike. I thought it was the planter that got killed, but no, like Spitfires. Did he have time to get the plant down at that point? I don't know if he did. Might be worth checking. What was that, round 8? He got off at like 4 seconds. So if he had dedicated the plant, it would have gone down. Like Vukashu killed 2 in an instant, and then the only other player that was alive was mid-plant and then stopped and then ran out of time. That's not really great. I understand why it happens. I don't understand why that happened. Look, he's 1 HP. They both know, like, all of DRG know that he's like 1 HP, so just any spray is good. Recon dart. Guessing that he's in the smoke, so like, this is good utility from all gamers. It means that there's like a fairly free plant. 4 versus 2.
看了眼经济，骑了把4.7，要不宝马狙不打了吧？这他那个全面封锁，纳米风行拖时间，你怎么清啊？就完全清不了了。
我卡叔想了想，应该是准备保狙了。我好像看到卢克拼信号了，他直接拼了一下，哥们儿在那儿。对，市场。
What do you think of Delboy so far? It's hard to gauge when he's playing Rainer on Ascent, you know. Monk has, you know, made up for the last few rounds that he's had by just destroying them. Right, if they're saving, I do want to see, like, the Sword 9 incident again. Sword 9 incident makes it sound so much more, like, worse. So here... So he gets off the plant there. Oh, we don't see the time on it, though. That's the problem. Goes for the plant there, gets off of it. And then gets off of it the second time, and that's not enough time. Yeah, I mean, like there he should have just stuck it. I don't know why he didn't, because he's gone to fake plant it, and then he's pushing this to help.
局也没保住，这一分要打前压的话，对方进攻局是名牌，你怎么办嘛？
摩卡说，无甲狂徒又来了，
熟悉。
You thought he could have pushed. You still like have to plant, though, right? You know, like either he pushes you and stops you and you lose the round, or you manage to get the plant in. He even might just push you and kill you and defuse. But
现在感觉 AG 醉翁之意不在酒，他们的 B 区感觉更多的还是像是一波试探，换一点技能出来，
或者吃个能量球也行。
但这4把争议1把狂徒，我卡鼠的
I don't know if that's like me reading the situation wrong.
现在开就等你，如果要真打的话，他就在这直接放置狂烈。
But I think that's just like the chaos that happens in the moment. DRG are on an eco though, around 10, and Spitfire's picked up the operator and is using that on attack, which I guess kind of works. But that might be sort of beneficial for like AG's comp. You can have like the attack op work. Never mind, they're giving the operator to the Reyna because you need to do the jet dash in and stuff. And lockdown is enhanced for Vukashu. He's the only one that has a rifle here. KO knife, good. This is effectively an anti-eco for AG. But they clear all of the players other than the one that has a rifle, and the one that has a rifle is the one that's destroying everybody. Vukashu gets detained. All of them get detained. And then Vukashu is the only one that had a rifle and is the one that is able to win out the round. I thought Edgy won that one for a second. I wasn't paying attention to it. Hey, Achilles. How is the casting free best of threes today going for you? Because, good lord. Especially after that 4.5 hour take pause. If you had 3 best of threes to do then, I think you might have just started to disintegrate.
BO3 开始之前，我们就聊了一个点，就是幸运永远不会辜负每个努力的人。就现在大家能够看到很多
Yeah, almost won. It was 13-11.
达到我们起点赛的选手有
This one not as close.
都是付出了很多。
We're done so with that shit, thankfully. Yeah, no more best of threes. 3 best of threes.
对，卡数真的。
But every time they've said that for international events, the next event has them.
非常非常的多。
卢克，听到声音了。
Luke fighting from short, gets traded at least from Sword 9. At least Luke has been able to get like the first kill, but he is being like traded a lot because he's just out. Did a 4 match day before? Christ. I guess it's alright when you're just casting. As opposed to doing casting and desk stuff.
刚才也没人帮他带，他是有可能会被打侧身的。对，
想拼一波嘛，看一下风险能不能够转化为收益。
Nick trying to just flash out and see if he could take a fight. KO knife and see if anybody's close. Good lurk up from Sword 9. However, he had the spike. And they now need to go and grab it, and you need to go get it off Vukashu, which Delby is able to do, but at least both of those kills are traded out. This is sort of descended into pandemonium. We've got shithousery Valorant on the card yet again in China.
头部命中打掉蹦塔，这爆能器掉的位置太深了呀！而且蹦塔他如果还有离魂还好。
Day 1 pause reminded me of that one pause he could end his career before he all came over for Overwatch League.
上半场应该是最后一分了吧？怎么办呢
？It's like you're trying to give him PTSD.
够的了。AG 这边的话。
Like, if Luke was a bit cleaner with like getting the first kill and then not getting traded, I don't think he needs to make a compilation of kills all in one go, right? But just be a little bit cleaner with getting a kill and getting out. And you've got a great duelist. Aldrin just checking mid. 2 players over here. Any operator on the defense? No, actually, it's on the attack. Spitfires has got it. And Lucas just dashed right into it. It literally sort of feels like AG just wanted to bait TCH to peek into that. He just knew that he was going to fall for it. But Nick has been really, really good with like IGLing and also trading some of these kills that are coming in. Been a good map from him. Vukashu is just, yeah, like MVP performance so far in this series. 9-3 half. It is Ascent. It is like not getting that many rounds on attack, but the only problem I have is that AG chose to attack first. This was their better side. Maybe they saw it as that way. And then you go onto the defense with double duelist, and like let's see how this pistol goes, because if they lose it, it might be. It's weird. Like a lot of these, like maybe big team versus middling team series that we've had in China so far. First map has always been fairly close, like 13-11, stuff like that. All those kind of things. And then the second map is just an absolute blowout. Like FBX like destroyed Nova on the second map. Trace destroyed Tai Lu on the second map. I don't remember the last time 3 curse to come true. Hasn't happened lately, I think. But now that you've said that, it might happen here. I hate this like aspect of the logo. Dragon Ranger. Pikachu's happy. Alright, steady on, son.
DRG 你相信奇迹吗 ？Virus Look 定位 TCH 就是当前 DRG 的一个班底吗
Are you watching the EU and NA games as well? Not today. I think for EMEA, I haven't watched quite much of them so far. I don't really want to like burn myself out of doing China. So I've done all of Pacific leading into this week. And then obviously China each morning, so most of the time I've just been like watching EMEA and just chilling. So I'll probably do that again today. Why do kind of settle now?
强力的职业选手和幽默的主播这两面
啊，调侃一下，其实我们还是很喜欢。
This is a PG-13 stream.
就是一支很有发展潜力的队伍，大家可以多多关注一下。
Yeah, the playoff games for Pacific tomorrow are going to be amazing.
亲家鬼妹，
亲家鬼妹
，Luke 这个对霸的地位坐实了呀。
It's been a good year, like a good event for Korea as a region. Finally got their eggs in order, it seems.
你不要，我要了。 不要，轻甲的接风哎，加2个顺云。
Alright, 9-3 DRG attacking now. Vukashu, only the sheriff, no other utility. Paranoia again that comes from TCH. TCH has looked better on DRG than he did on FBX on this controller role. Dashing across. There's weird fights happening all over the place. But like Vukashu is still just demolishing everybody with Eagles. Sorry, with Sheriffs. Gonna get a Shepherd's Crook to sort of come off the stream if I can pulling it out. And Sword 9 has made it a 1 versus 1. TCH almost whiffed there. I think it's done. I can't even like analyze what's happening in front of me. It's just shithousery.
差点责任了呀！
对，确实，这一分如果拿下，我觉得图2追分还是蛮有机会的。但我还是要提到一点。
Oh my god, that kill on the bunt was
这个战术绝对是可行的。
nasty.
后续考虑到把这个，他是去拉枪关门的一个嘛，他把这个枪还给了队友，真的很团队。什么意思？
Yeah, I thought the AG were like set up really nicely on that defense as that execute came in, but it just when you had the players like sort of running towards here and like taking weird fights. It's a little bit scattered. Another fast execute from DRG. You just keep these coming. Bunt is just on the site.
赛看的真有意思啊！现在 A 区已经形成了3架枪线 ，A 小有一波快速的回防，但站在进攻方第2季的视角来说，他们完全有短点的时间。
AG 想的就是我 A 点战死，我 A 点战死。如果你要打 B， 这分我认了，捡枪，对了，我捡枪。
This is really brave from Monk.
但是会不会有人踩在这把枪械之上呢？
蒙克回头一枪把定位给打掉了。
How was that even? He was playing off his turret that was just in front of him.
Sornai 以为小刀会来得很快啊。
Who thinks of that as an idea? Who thinks, yeah, you know what, I'm safe here?
队友在走，那感觉要牺牲了呀。这五卡数 A 区直接放任牺牲位，但是还好他打这个 Spitfires。I
mean, damage has been done to like DRG here. Spitfires is a gun upgrade. Delby's just on a nice angle to just catch TCH by surprise. Nick again, just the trade god.
那小火龙先回防吧，知道 A 区有一个五卡数残的，必须是把害灵这个信息拿到了，但是他是个全甲。
他要赶紧下爆能器了，赶紧安装爆能器。2个人
Trader Nick sounds some sort of like Trader Joe's
其实包点是能拆的
like store.
没有伤害。
有责任。
Oh, he's 10 HP. Vukashu's. He's disciplined enough to not go and pick this.
He's
like,
okay.
No, not quite. Close, but not quite.
难受啊，小火龙。
DRG 应该是掉了2把枪吧？
他掉了一把风刺，掉了一把风刺，掉了一把害灵。
对，但是他们离自己的赛点很近了，就差1分。
Can we just see like the monk round again? I don't think we're going to.
又有安包，对吧？所以下一分。
I'd love to have seen that from Monk's POV because he was looking towards like tiles. And then just goes bang. Mental aim in these people.
确实，4个轻甲。
Like better from last year too.
狂徒2把，1把疗。
Just like building upon it. Alright, the dash execute coming in. KO knife coming through. Monk gets onto Luke as he's on the site. The Sova's here. Spitfires is fully flashed. Nobody clears logs until the very last second. And now this bonus round looking to be shut down. Yeah, Sword9 finally puts the end to the silliness and actually gets a clean win.
老将风范啊，他不仅仅是作为团队最为关键的那个指挥，在布置战术以及单人抗压的能力上。
Yeah, refragging on DRG from Nick especially great.
这一回合是直接叫了一个3B 开始。
And a lot cleaner there from like all gamers, but there's nothing like clean about these fights. It's just good duels actually. Nicely done from the IGL on the other side. At least Sword9's having a better map individually on Ascent than he did on Sunset. But you're still 11-4 down. That's the only like stat that matters.
三边同时推，拿 B 通信息，中路信息，然后 A 大的话，看能不能试个能量球啊。
A lot of A main fighting for DRG. They have a null command pretty early on too.
对手是有点难挡。
对，就你又没有 KO， 对吧
KO flash to just peek around from A main a bit more. 3 players here. Potentially a 4th rotation, but you've got all of this utility to worry about with Monk. In fact, he's going to sort of play more towards here. Does he have his turret in hand? Where is the turret? Is it broken early? No, the cabin, because they're all towards A main. So I think it's like under one of these. No, he has his turret now. He must have picked it up. Weird. Alright, Luke clears him. B execute with the null command.
但是这个烟流凤是有意还是无意的呀？
定伟打掉了一个正在回防途中的。
Got the late lurk from the Silver of all things. Dingwei is at least traded out.
在中路的 Spitfire 又把定伟给打掉，现在变成了一个3打3关键局。这是DRG的赛点。小火龙有逐风。
Speedway peek off the KO flash maybe? Is there anything that Nick has to work with? It doesn't look like it. There's a good smoke actually from Spitfires. Clean for Vukashu again. Oh my god. All right.
这个3打3 ，AG 在防守站位被拉扯到 B 区只有一个。
You're the only person I've heard call it Speedway. I don't know where I got that from. But yeah, what do people typically call it? I've forgotten now.
B通刚好苏在又是给了一个寻地剑的，他刚又没看到 B 通的人，所以下意识就觉得哦没有人，那我就直接回防了。对，叫了一个过度回防。等对面逐风回来的时候，点里就是他一个人。对，而且对于我。
And what do you do you call that lane? What do you call like the platform towards tree and stuff like that?
不会马枪，他全是头，用他那把盖亚复仇。 就甚至打 AG 第2个拉出来补枪队员，就还是穿着那个
catwalk I guess yeah catwalk
敲了好几发头， 太恐怖了这样的选手。
有些时候职业哥的对枪就是这样，如果说你看到了他，他也看到了你，就这么一个瞬间，你开内枪没有中，你就死定了。
I mean, we also I call this plant spot the one that's right in the corner. I mean, I'll show it when we get onto the minimap. There is a call out on this map called John Cena. And I love it as a call. Hey, Chromebook, looking fresh, thank you. Yeah, this plant spot in this corner is called John Cena. Why? Because you can't see me. Like, you can't see it if you're like here or here. And it's just like, it's not a great call out in regards to how easy it is to say, but it's just perfect.
二者站到其一，你这支队伍就会打得很有风格，很有特点。如果能够兼得的话，之后马德里应该是。
I think it was even like strong. It was Vitality's assistant coach that said it. We were just playing like ranked or whatever, and he just goes John Cena, and I'm like, what do you mean John Cena?
这样往前拉，
他传到了吊臂一枪头，但旁边还有人。
但是前点会逼了一个暗野出来，好亏的喽。
All right, just fighting for A main like that is pretty nice. Is that curtains? I think that's it. Unless Sword 9 is about to have the nuttiest 1v5 ace clutch. Fukash isn't even looking at using the lockdown mid. That's a little bit troll, right? Know where he is now from CT. Just spraying for the smoke. All right, GG's. Much better from DRG in the second map. All gamers. Don't need to toot my own horn, but I feel like it's a... I called it as like a lot of promise. Depends on execution. Why do they all have to sit down?
实打实的奠定了这两位双子星在 DRG 的一个队内地位。那对于 AG 来说，我觉得
What happened there?
就我能够很明显的感觉到心理层面，他们在图2是有吃到一些压力的。对，这一点的话，可能在今天的比赛
They just all like stood up and then just sat back down again.
提升和调整的空间。包括 Swan 其实今天打得也蛮不错的，我觉得。
What are some good alternatives to KO and the rest of us hit? Yeah, didn't like the Reina. Don't think it did much. But a lot of promises the squad. Like I think all of the individuals had their like shining moments, but as a team, when it all comes together, a lot of work is needed. They have to play up against JDG in the losers bracket, which might be a little bit more of a challenge than you'd kind of hope. But DRG versus Tech, I think can go really hard as a series. And I think these two played each other in Evolution as well.
难能可贵的一点就是图一他们陷入到了一个很大的比分劣势当中，但是他们能够去稳定心态，稳扎稳打。
I mean, it was a while ago. Yeah, won them 2-0. Combined in Ascent. 31 them on Ascent too. Forget how good DRG's Ascent is, and well, this was a good showing as to why they picked it. Billy Wolf's going to be peak entertainment. It is either going to be really fun or really funny. Fukashi is quite tall, I think, yeah. Taller than me. Anywho.